Hey guys, I have another Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you. This time I'm in the A-10 Thunderbolt, and it is the jet that is found on the attacker's side on the Caspian border map. Equipped on this jet I have the IR flares, heat-seeking missiles, and beam scanning. And the reason why I use beam scanning is because it allows you to lock on to your air opponents faster, and I think it's essential if you want to use your heat-seeking missiles to take them out. So right here I was able to get a pretty cool kill, and I know that dice increase the damage that jets do to infantry, and I think that's a pretty good example of how much they've increased the damage. So I noticed that the enemy team has their jet in the air, and whenever I see that, my priority becomes the destruction of that jet. So I basically stick close behind them, anticipate their movements, and really just give them a hard time so that they can't take out our vehicles on the ground. Here's an example of how fast you can lock on to the enemy aircraft when you do have beam scanning equipped. I really do think that it makes a big difference when you have your heat seekers equipped, and it's become an essential part of my setup when I do use jets. I do want to mention right now that I am not the best pilot that this game has ever seen, and I really don't think that I will ever be the best pilot to ever grace this game, so just keep that in mind as you watch this commentary. I don't know what happened to that guy right there. I don't know if he ejected or if someone else shot him down, but somehow he just hits the ground and his plane blows up. So now I'm free to terrorize the other team on the ground and make sure that my teammates can advance forward without any opposition to tanks or any other enemy aircraft. One thing I think is very important when you are the jet pilot is spotting. It's really easy to do, and it really does help your teammates on the ground become aware of any infantry or vehicles that are around them. So right here I think I notice a tank that's in this hangar, so I take care of that, and I notice that the enemy aircraft is just about to take off, so I lock on real fast, fire some missiles, and hope for the best. I can't quite finish him off before he gets to the sky, so I'm forced to pursue him and try to take him out. When you are using your main gun, you want to lead your target like so, because the rate at which the jet is going is very fast. So it's essential that you lead your targets and try to anticipate where they're going to be and shoot there. So my teammates on the ground have blown through the first set of MCOMs. They're off to their second set, and I look for any stragglers right here. I don't see anybody, so I gain some altitude so I can loop around and spot any tanks that I know will be there. Sure enough, one of their tanks has rolled through, and I'm there to stop them so that my teammates don't have to waste time dealing with the tank when they could be focusing on the next set of MCOMs. Right here is the first time that I use the IR flares in this match, and when people lock onto me, whether it be with their jet or their stingers, I try to make erratic movements so that they have trouble locking on, so I can escape and do more damage to their vehicles. Right here someone's trying to lock onto me, and I do a quick cut to get out of their line of sight so I can get away from their lock on. I'm not exactly sure what they see from the ground, but it seems like it works when I fly in unpredictable patterns and escape their lock on. I'm able to get a double kill right here, but not before someone's able to lock onto me and fire one of their missiles. But again, I'm flying in these crazy patterns to try to throw them off and prevent a lock on. I know it probably looks really goofy, but it's working for me so far, so why stop? And just a side note, I think this burning of the trees flame thing that's going on is pretty awesome. I gotta give it to DICE for their map design because I think that's a really nice touch, especially when you're up in the air. And right here I pick a fight with the water tower, but I think I win that fight because I'm able to fly away with 100% health on myself and the plane. But I don't think that should really happen. I probably should have crashed and died right there, but I'll take it. Let me know in the comments how close you guys have gotten to the ground, and just any close calls that you guys might have had while flying. Overall, I think the experience of flying jets in Battlefield 3 is pretty darn fun. I haven't flown them in Battlefield 2, and they didn't have jets in Bad Company or Bad Company 2, so I can't say anything about those games. But I think they did a pretty good job of implementing jets into this game. I know there's a lot to be improved upon, and hopefully DICE will do that in further patches of this game, but we're just going to have to wait and see. This guy right here is able to get away from me as he flies around that pole. But I sort of give up on that pursuit because I don't really enjoy flying in circles after your enemy. I know sometimes it has to be done because if either of you breaks that circle, you're more likely to be shot down, but I opt instead to go after that tank right there, which I did not succeed in destroying. So I try to loop around and find that tank again, but instead I hear enemy aircraft, and right now I'm just searching for him, and it does result in me flying in ridiculous circles. But I finally just say screw it and go after the tank. And I'm not sure why my aim was off right here, but I think I thought he was going to keep rolling forward, and that's why I was leading him a little bit. But nevertheless, I loop around and try to get the tank on my second run. And I thought I should have disabled this vehicle right here, but I end up not getting any points. So I figured that third time's the charm, right? And I go after the tank again. And I'm sort of going sideways here, but I get the vehicle disabled so my teammates can finish that tank off quicker. I really think that that should be your main priority, is making sure that your enemies don't have a bunch of tanks and enemy aircraft, so that your teammates can advance smoothly. Right here I make a fatal mistake and run into those light poles and kill myself, which was not my intention, but I guess after the water tower incident, it's only fair. And that chopper right there ended up running into the same light pole, so I think it was out to get us, but I'm not too sure. I really want to get back into that jet, so I wait at this menu and wait for the A-10 Thunderbolt to respawn. And I know that's probably really annoying if you've ever seen anyone do it, but for the sake of this video, I just wanted jet-only gameplay, so that's what you're gonna get. By the way, whenever I'm getting ready to take off in any jet, I end up veering left to right slightly. And if anybody knows why this happens, please let me know in the comments. I really have no idea. I don't know if I'm like overthinking it, but I'm pretty sure I'm not pushing left or right on the thumbsticks. So let me know if you guys have the same experiences. Unfortunately, there isn't much more interesting gameplay on this video, so I wanted to talk briefly about what I use to record. I do play on the PlayStation 3, and because of that, I have to use an external device to record my videos. And that device is the Hauppauge HD PVR, and I highly recommend it to anybody that plays on consoles, whether it be the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this jet gameplay commentary. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye.